Before we get into the video, I just want to say that I messed up pretty badly. Throughout this entire video, I call Ninjago Monstrosity Monastery for some un inexplicable reason. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with me. I feel like I've been Mandela affected by something that just came out. I could have sworn it was Monastery, but it was Monstrosity. And I I think I might be dyslexic, to be honest. I don't know how that even happened. So, yeah, watch this video if you don't mind that. I was thinking about re-recording and delaying this video, but it's already been a month since I last uploaded. Just forgive me. And he'll watch the video if you want to, because I don't even know how that happens, man. Wow. Wow. Ninjago Legends Monastery might just be actual cinema. If you aren't aware, just recently LEGO released their newest Ninjago short film. Short film slash miniseries. It's more of a miniseries than a short film. It is broken up into 3 episodes, which is why it's more of a miniseries than anything, and it's to coincide with the Ninjago Legends sets that just released this June. And this series is one I was pretty hyped for ever since I saw the sets, because I'm not gonna lie, the sets related to this series are just absolutely magnificent, beautiful, some of the best things I have ever seen. And then when I saw more about the direction that this miniseries was gonna go in, not just being your standard LEGO series, and actually being more animated, I was hype. So when I say that this doesn't disappoint, I mean it. This is very, very good. Now, I'm not going to recap everything that happens, because you should watch it yourself. It's literally only 15 minutes long for all 3 episodes. Like, together, all 3 episodes are 15 minutes, so it's not that long. You should just watch it. But I will give a brief plot synopsis and like a brief idea of what happens in it. Basically, this series takes place before Dragon's Rising Season 1 and after Crystallized and after the merge. Before Kai meets up with the rest of the ninja, he's out there alone and very, very sad. It basically follows him just trying to survive. It gives me a lot of Last Ronin, if you are familiar with that TMNT story, and I actually have seen quite a few criticisms for this. I think the main one that I do kind of agree with is that this should have been a full spin-off series to Dragon's Rising. And even though this was never going to be a full spin-off, I would have liked that, because the animation in this is absolutely beautiful. It is the best LEGO animation since Monkey Kid, and that's not even exaggerating. The animation in this, unironically, is better than Monkey Kid Season 5. I am not even joking. It's really good. Yeah, there are some moments where, like, stuff is sitting still, or like the dragon is flying and it's just kind of like a PNG moving, but like that's kind of the point. This was more a miniseries to sell toys or sell a product, very similar to Sonic X Shadow Dark Beginnings, if you all remember that back in October. That miniseries was absolutely fire and somehow the best Sonic show they ever made. And this is very similar to that, but I've also seen a lot of other complaints about the story and about the animation in general with this, and I don't see it personally. I think judging this as like a full series is kinda dumb, because yeah, the plot points are gonna be rust. It's actually like 7 minutes an episode, sometimes not even. It's going to be rust. And for a little mini-series like this, I think they do just fine. The first episode is about the Green Dragon, which they made a set off, by the way. Amazing set. The second episode follows the Fire Mech, like, Sentinel thing, which looks gorgeous, by the way. And it also reveals that there's another Fire Master before Kai, which, yeah, maybe there's a little too many Fire Masters now. But I think this definitely works well, because he's not really active in the story, he's dead. So, it's fine. And then the final episode brings all of the plot points together, and really shows just how miserable Kai is in this. Even though he is miserable, dude is aura farming this entire miniseries. He has some absolutely fire moments. Pun not intended, by the way. And genuinely, I think they kinda do Kai better here than they have in, like, most of Ninjago. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be a hot take, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at for it. But it's kind of better than most Ninjago seasons, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my issues with modern Ninjago spawn from them just doing the same thing over and over and over again and not really innovating. Like Dragon's Rising Season 2 was like half of it was just Tournament of Elements again. Like, I already watched this. Why do I need to watch it again? Like, it's the same thing. And I'm just so tired of like the revive plot. They did it with Garmadon, they did it with the Overlord, and they did it with the Forbidden Five. I'm so tired of like an ancient evil being revived, and even though there's a lot of good parts about the show, and even though the standard animation of Dragon's Rising is very, very good, like, don't get me wrong, very good, this feels like a very much needed breath of fresh air. And I kind of wish Dragon's Rising was similar to this. Obviously not exactly like this, but I think this tone and setting is such a interesting and cool departure from Ninjago, and I really hope this isn't all we see of this tone and setting. More miniseries like this should be made about some of the other ninja, and I think there's a lot of potential here for cool things to spawn from this. I just hope this isn't it, because everything related to this miniseries is just so peak. The animation being entirely black and white, by the way, except for like a few things like Kai's headband, the Green Dragon's fireballs, and the Fire Sentinel mech's fire, all being in color while everything else is black and white. So good. So good. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I can't really rate this like any other Ninjago thing, because it's not really on the same level. You can't compare this to an actual show because it's not an actual show. It's a little mini-series. But for a mini-series, this is about as good as you could possibly do. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 personally. Thank you all for watching this shorter video. As you can see, this video is definitely a lot shorter than my usual videos, and it's more to test the water after the whole copyright debacle a few weeks ago, seeing what I can get away with posting, what I can't get away with posting. So if you're seeing this video, it might not be up for very long. I'm just trying to figure out if I can censor stuff, or if I could say stuff, move stuff around, show less footage to get around copyright stuff, because I do have a lot of videos I want to make on LEGO TV shows and projects like that, but LEGO's copyright debacle and taking down a lot of my videos for actually no reason, it kind of sucks. It really does, and I don't want to have all of my videos be at risk like that. So take this video as a cool video talking about LEGO Monastery, and also trying to figure out what I can get away with showing and what I can't. Yeah, that's about all I have to say for this. I'll see you all in the next upload. Bye bye.